are with Andy Gale from Bay Area Recycling for Charities. We're hoping you could kind of briefly explain your company and the recycling program details for us today.
Sure. Well, we started recycling. Bay Area Recycling started recycling back in 2008. We started up in Traverse City. And in 2010, we bought a business down here in the Manistee area, and we expanded our recycling services down here.
Okay.
And we're a full recycling service, so we pick up from people's residences and their businesses, and we recycle just about everything that comes into our plant.
Okay.
And one of the things we recycle are the shrink wraps that Dr. Shrink makes.
Now, how did you come in contact with Dr. Shrink? How did that part of it get started?
Well, he had a relationship with the gentleman that I bought the Manistee Recycling from, Russ Edinburgh, and Russ brought me in here and introduced me to Dr. Shrink, or Mike Stenberg, the first time when we started working down here.
Okay. Now, how can someone get started with this recycling program? I mean, is this a monthly thing you do, or does this run year-round?
Well, the shrink wrap, we would run it year-round, but most of the shrink wrap comes in the spring.
Right.
So what we want to do is create these programs where people can bring us the shrink wrap, and we'll stage semi-trailers in different parts of the state of Michigan, and then they can bring this material to these trailers, a big semi-trailer, and fill it up. Okay. We do charge $2.50 per bag, and that's like a large garbage bag full of the shrink wrap material. And we do this just because the market doesn't pay enough to pay for all the other fuel and everything else that it takes to get it recycled.
How should people go about finding these trailers and things like this to bring their covers to?
Well, there's two places you can go to. You can go to the Dr. Shrink website, which is www.drshrink.com.
dr-shrink.com.
Thank you. www.dr-shrink.com. You can edit that part out. Yeah. So, or the Bay Area Recycling website, which is mybarc.org. And in the spring here, we will have a link on there where they can go and find out more information about where we're going to be putting the trailers and when we're going to be picking them up.
Okay. And what's required of a shrink wrap user to do this program? Are there, I know you have to cut above the strapping and things like that. It just needs to be the shrink wrap inside these bags.
Correct. Yeah, we want to get the strapping removed off of it no matter how you do it. There's techniques where you can actually cut around where the shrink wrap makes its connection, or where the strapping makes its connection to the shrink wrap. Or you can also just cut the strapping off, and if there's just a little bit of strapping inside there, we usually don't get complaints from the recyclers that do the work. So as long as we're removing the ropes and materials from that, so it's just as much of a virgin material shrink wrap that we can. Plus, we want to keep it dry. A lot of people will take them and put them inside their garbage bags, and they'll turn the garbage bags upside down when they stack them up, if they're going to stack them up outside. Or they'll keep them inside, which is what we prefer, because it becomes quite cumbersome and messy when you have a lot of shrink wrap that has debris on it. It reduces its value also if it is dirty, so we try to keep it clean and dry. Yes, it's just easier to handle when they're stuffed into a garbage bag, and I believe that Dr. Shrink can supply those bags. They have some of those plastic bags made up already, so makes it for really easy to grab. And then we were just going to drop off these semi-trailers. People can just throw these bags into the semi-trailers, and we'll bring them up and bail them up.
That sounds easy enough. Is there a certain procedure that people have to do to remove a shrink wrap cover?
Well, obviously you can use a utility knife to cut the strapping off, or if you have a way that you can cut around the plastic to remove not just the strapping, but also the end of the strap where it ties into the shrink wrap. I know Dr. Shrink has a tool that they use.
Yeah, the film knife, right here.
Oh yeah, there you go. So it's kind of like a letter opener. You just get in there on the plastic and you can cut real quick through it. I know a lot of my customers use these things and they really think it comes in handy. So
we're actually going to be taking the viewers out into our warehouse and showing just how easy this Dr. Shrink film knife is.
That sounds great.
As we mentioned before, the main concern when removing a shrink wrap cover for recycling is separating the strapping from the shrink wrap. This does not have to add time to the removal process. By implementing a little thought, consideration, and common sense when cutting the shrink wrap, you can successfully separate the strapping from the shrink wrap in one quick, easy step.
Yep.
Now, how should people get in contact with you or your company?
Again, website's easiest because you can go there just about any time and get in touch with us. So www.mybarc.org or the Dr. Shrink website, which is
dr-shrink.com.
Exactly.
All right, well, we appreciate you being here today, Andy, and you know, everybody, if you have a shrink wrap cover, it's worth recycling, and it's very important. Our president of the company, Mike Stenberg, has a recycling system as well, and he feels it's very important too, so please recycle. We would appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.